Hey guys.
Alright, we're here on Monday to do one of our famous double headers. This one is different though. This one is a double Patreon double header, starting off with this patronal request right here. As to check out Words of Farewell, Born of Sleep. We did this band on the channel before. It was cool. That was about a year ago. And I remember the video and I remember the song. I really dig it. The video, they were performing in this like opera house style place. There was nobody in the venue.
Distancing.
Yeah, it was just them, like away from each other and whatever. So I remember making some jokes about the rock pile. But having said that, we went to see Luther at the rock pile, and there was actually more people there for this show than before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you that people are hungry for live music. Hungry. All right. Words of Farewell, Born of Sleep. Are you ready for this shit?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Not thoughts and prayers, just thoughts.
Just thoughts.
This band doesn't need any prayers. They're fine on their own.
Yeah. I kind of like the last video where they're, instead of being in an opera house that's empty, they're kind of in
the warehouse.
In a warehouse now. Or they're at the back of the opera house.
Yeah, where they're putting away their tour gear.
Yeah.
They're storing it away for a brighter future ahead, hopefully. Hopefully, everybody's hoping for that. But some similarities, but in a different setting.
Yeah.
They went from performing in an empty venue to performing at their warehouse.
At their warehouse. And they weren't social distancing that much.
No, I'm sure they're probably all vaccinated by now. So, they're all good. That's good. That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
But yeah, I love the electronic sound and everything.
Oh, but it was
given to it, but
it gave the song a little bit more depth in terms of the melody and the overall vibe that it carried. It made the song a little bit more melancholic.
Yeah, but I really did enjoy that little part at the end there with the piano. It sounded very elegant.
I thought you were gonna say you enjoy the keyboard player jumping up in the air, almost like the Matrix.
That was cool too. But I also like the scenes of. I'm gonna talk about the music video more. I like the scenes because there was certain scenes in the music video where it was like just a guitar player standing in front of like some of the shit in the warehouse, but there would be that like little peak of light
coming through
from behind, and I like that.
But in the previous video that we did from these guys a year ago, the one in the opera, I'm going to call it opera house for a lack of a better term for it, but that
whenever
one.
You say it, I just.
Yeah, but it kind of had that feel.
No, but whenever you say opera house,
you think of opera house here.
I think of the opera house. Yeah.
So, anyways, that video, the cinematography of that video was phenomenal as well. Yeah. That's something that it's been super consistent with the two videos that we checked out from these guys. Not only the music has been consistently good, because I like that first song and I'm liking this one as well. But the videography that they've put into the video, it's really well done. It captures all these nice little angles with the light coming in, playing off of the shadows.
It's not too much.
No, it's not. It's not douchey.
It's not
like
douchey.
You know what I mean. It's not overly done. It doesn't become artsy and fartsy.
They took one area and they're like, okay, this is where we're doing the music video.
But how can we make it from different angles and make it look cool and different?
We have this one space and we have to make different things with just this one space.
And like I said, that's something I saw in the previous video, which they did it really well too. Because let's face the facts: you're on a stage performing in front of nobody. There's not much to do. There's not much coming at you.
The camera angles and the different placement of each
and the lights and how they worked with the shadows versus the light. That to me is really important because it gives depth to what you're watching.
Like
it almost feels like they're not in one place. It almost feels like they're in multiple different places or whatever. It gives a little bit more life to what you're watching as far as the video goes because the song itself has a lot of life in it. It has some. This is a song that I felt musically had like some incredible peaks and some really deep valleys. Like at the highest peaks, the song is heavy, is robust. It's like coming into the forefront with the harsh vocals pushing through, and you feel the beat, and you're jamming with it. And then suddenly it starts to go down this winding road into a more melancholic path, and that's when the keyboards and the clean vocals come in, and they just kind of like create this sea of tranquility. That is just really incredible. Like the song goes just through this roller coaster of emotions, and it's represented really well musically with those peaks and those valleys. I like the keyboards on this track because of what they were doing in terms of the atmosphere that they were creating.
Yeah, they weren't overpowering the track. They were
it's not like they were the ones like leading
pushing
the way.
Track forward. No, they were kind of just like that perfect lining on it, like that the icing on the cake.
Yeah, and to me, the thing that I really gravitate towards it for a song like this is that it adds to that melancholic side, to those valleys that the song has. So you even notice the keyboards more during that time than any other time of the song. When the song is heavy, you almost don't feel it.
Yeah, because especially with the harsh vocals and everything.
Yeah, you almost don't feel it.
I love those clean vocals. They were so nice in those. And the portions that they were there, like
it had a little bit of a Dream Theater, like a little bit of a proggy tone to it, and I thought it was so cool because it was so different from the rest of the song. So it really defined the two sides of one coin that this song is. This is really a song that has two different sides. If I play you 5 seconds of one piece and 5 seconds of the other, you think it's two different bands, two different songs.
But when they come together, when they did the harsh vocals with the
the clean vocals behind. Oh yeah.
It was more of, I think it was.
It was more the clean up front and the harsh behind. Yeah, that worked really well.
But I always like it when people when bands do that in their songs.
I think it helps give a little bit of thickness to the track.
It does.
But
I also like hearing that kind of graspiness right underneath that.
I think it works better that way than the other way around. Because if the harsh are up front, you're not gonna...
Unless you're draconian.
Unless you're draconian. But it all comes down to how you're going to mix it, right? Exactly. Like the mix plays an important role. I like that approach when you have two different vocalists throughout one song, and one comes in, the other one comes in,
and they come together.
Yeah, you almost feel like that's a must.
Yeah.
At some point
in time, commandment.
At the end, you need to bring them together, and you have to do it in a nice way. I just find that some bands, when you have a clean vocalist, that it's so light that has this almost like what do you call it? Almost like an aroma, like it just has a fragrance. His voice kind of like disappears, his or hers disappears through the track. When you bring them together, it almost makes that clean vocal feel a little bit bigger, because it's really hard for you to discern where one ends or where the other one starts. They all kind of become just one, right? And that gives the song some traction. There's a band out there that I highly recommend. If you guys like this, not as heavy as this band, but Venues. You guys should check out Venues. They have a female lead singer, but they also have a male singer that does some dual vocals. She has more of a she's more of the main singer, but I wouldn't call him a backup singer either, because he also has like a role to play, and that's really interesting.
Rotating.
Yeah, in the same song they use both, but when they use them together, it works really well, because she has the clean vocals and almost angelic up front, and then he comes in with a little bit of harshness underneath it, almost lifting her up. You know what I mean? So I like that. That band does it really well, specifically with their new album. So if you guys like that style, go check out Venues. Great band. Also from Germany. Oh. Fuck, man. Great bands coming out of Germany. Fuck, Germany is giving to the world. They're a bunch of givers.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. On that positive note, by the way, speaking of German, I had no idea that Mario Götze was playing for PSV Eindhoven. Where the fuck did this happen?
I found that out today.
I'm like, what the fuck? This guy has fallen deep into the abyss.
That happened a long time ago, my friend.
Oh fuck, he's been there for a long time?
He's been there for like a couple months now.
Oh, a couple of months. I thought he was there for like a couple of seasons.
No.
Oh fuck.
It wasn't recent, but it
was... Mario, what have you done, my friend? I don't know what accent that is, but
that was I don't know. It was a mixture of two, but I can't.
You can't pinpoint which two.
I can't pinpoint which two.
It stays there in the middle, so that way I don't offend anybody.
Exactly.
It's perfect. It's totally cool. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after this one. See ya.